Good morning, boys and girls. And sorry, ladies, this is a video just for men, I guess. But I guess ladies could watch it and refer it to their boys. Okay, so I totally apologize. We were almost in July, and I've been away, but kids are out of school, vacations, family life. Sorry, but not sorry is more important than businesses and YouTube. Plus, the apparel company is super busy. So today, can we even see this? This is something I was messing around with. I'm feeling natty today. Yes, it's a joke. I've worn this to the gym and people are like, you don't look natty. So this will be up on the website soon among many other shirts. But anyway, real quick. Remember, everything you buy from me, shirts, suppz, CBD, Wade's Natural Market meats, small, you're helping out family and friends. Small outfit in a way, so you're not helping out the ginormous corporations that are billionaires. So please keep that in mind, and I also give back with tons of free stuff, giveaways every week. So today's video, anti-estrogens. Let me make sure we're recording. Anti-estrogen and high estrogen count. So obviously, you can tell I'm an old man. I've been around for a while. So I'm gonna real quick tell you about my personal genetics and friends, the history of anti-estrogens, and then quick end with something else. So, but I'll go back to my other thing. If you're under 25, enjoy your youth, because one day you will be old like me, and it will happen like that, and you will understand what I mean when you're over 40. Still, we are in dark times, in my opinion. Will be for a few more years, but no matter what, enjoy every second of the day. And most importantly, which I also have on a shirt, is say hello to your mother. Say hello to her. And ready? All right, all right, all right. Actually started lifting again. I'm feeling good. So, my personal genetics, and I have blood work that I could actually prove to you that my estrogen is always low, except one time recently, which I did a video, and I know a lot of people laugh about it, a pre-workout, I assume jacked up my estrogen, which is always low. It's like on the super low side my estrogen is. Sorry, now I got hiccups. So, the reason I say it was from a supplement, because it's the only thing that changed in my regimen, or whatever you want to call it. And I have been in the supplement industry for over 25 years. So remember, I guess I should got one. You can take, you want to start your own pre-workout, you go on the internet or whatever, you buy a jug, buy a sealer, you get labels printed, you throw whatever you want in there and say whatever it is. Okay? So having unlegit supplements nowadays is a lot harder, because it's pretty well controlled by high tech, which owns, to me, 60-80% of the supplements. They make everything. There's 2 or 3 other big players, which is Tennessee is another one. There's some other big Texas and California that are helping out. But anyway, it was super easy to know that didn't make sense. It was super easy to make fake supplements or do whatever you want. Years ago, it's a lot harder now. But anyway, that's what we go back to. So basically, my estrogen was fine. It's always been low. Yes, I've been on TRT, HRT since I was 30, so it's been over 16 years. And I've had blood work every 3 months. Now it's every 6 months. And my endocrinologist never wanted to check my estrogen. So we agreed upon once a year we'd check it. And his take was, well, look at you. You're never going to have high estrogen, so why check it, and everything. And he's always right. But then my hair started falling out, so then we decided to start checking it. And he goes, what changed? Because for almost 15 years, your estrogen was low. What'd you change? Pre-workout. So he did give me anastrozole, told me to take it every day, forever and ever and ever. So I took it every 3rd day, every 4th day, 5th day, hardly ever. I took it for a few weeks, dropped it, haven't been on it for months, got my estrogen back, stopped that stupid pre-workout, and guess what? My hair's been growing back, and my estrogen's back to normal low. So obviously, and I have upped my testosterone level. I've supplemented extra stuff with it for many years, but super low doses, legit, and it never affected my estrogen. I have also talked to all my friends that are all big like me, old like me, better looking than me, you know, leaner, bigger, natty, unnatty, whatever. They've never ever had estrogen issues, ever. So, okay, I personally think, again, everything is genetics. I think, because, again, I'm just using myself and my friends, we're all genetically athletic, built or whatever, don't have estrogen problems. But they all also eat super healthy, not as clean as me, but healthy. And I also, all my meat, yes, I'm in the meat industry, come from small farms. Always have. I've never, only a handful of times in my life have I ever eaten meat from a grocery store. I eat super, 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 super clean. Okay? Another video, another time. So, let's go back to the history of anti-estrogens. So, me being born in 1975, I grew up in the gyms in the 80s, predominantly in the early 90s, because 1990, I was 15 years old. So yeah, 92, 93 is when I graduated high school, 17, 18, and I was in the gym hardcore. In that time, World's Gym Oviedo, Florida, by UCF, the college, and it was one of the meccas for ginormous freaks of nature in there, which I will link a history of that in this video that I preached out to Sergio. Okay? Nobody, and I actually reached out to my friends and other people that were hardcore in the late 80s, early 90s. There was never any mention about estrogens. You never checked your estrogen. You never took anti-estrogens. We didn't even know what anti-estrogens were. Were they out? I don't know. None of us can remember. And these were people that were doing drugs back then, were all roided up, juiced up, whatever word you want to call it, still do them, everything. I gotta watch what I say. So, yeah, they sold it, dealt it, whatever. Back in the day, they never even heard of anti-estrogens until, yeah, I guess I should have done my research. Dan Duchaine's book came out, and it was basically a drug dealer pushing, helping out other drug dealers. That's how we thought about it, because basically everybody either did steroids year-round. If you're doing contests back then, you were a freak of nature for the most part. You didn't do drugs in the off season. You only did drugs pre-contest, because you're restricting your calories, doing the cardio, training lighter, whatever. Usually most are still trained heavy, so you need the drugs to preserve the muscle to burn the fat while you're just starving yourself to death. Again, no mention of anti-estrogens whatsoever until, again, Dan Duchaine's book came out. And then all of a sudden, I remember mid-90s, everybody started talking, well, I would just say everybody started talking about anti-estrogens, PCTs, which honestly, I don't even know what the fuck a PCT even is. Because again, I grew up in a different generation. Yes, I sell them naturally on my website. I sell a few of them here and there. Anti-estrogen, a few here and there. I don't get it. But 96, 98 is, to me, is when steroids went, because everything started coming from Mexico instead of Europe and America. And then you started seeing the physiques change, and then also you heard more and more about anti-estrogens. Whether people really needed anti-estrogens, honestly, I have no idea. I don't know if these people were ever tested or just assumed you need an anti-estrogen now. And there was a lot more issue with people being more bloated, the bitch tits, the gyno, everything. You heard about it more and more in the gym. So, are you getting what I'm getting at? So, pre-96, 98, everything, all the Roys were pretty well 99.9% legit, I'd say. Low dosages. Everyone did low dosages. No, from what we knew of, not a need for anti-estrogens, which again, we're not even out. No need for it. 96, 98 is when all the drugs started coming from overseas, Mexico, wherever we're in, and a lot more fake shit came out, and all of a sudden, people did really have anti-estrogen problems. So, Are you getting what I'm getting at? Maybe there's a correlation between it. Now, also, the food was completely different. Even grocery store food back then was not as bad as it is now. The farms now, they pump so much crap in the food and everything, and it's just horrible. Plus, back in the day, the guys in the gym, or even the girls in the gym, we all ate super, super, super clean. There was never eating much junk food. Yeah, there was an IHOP next door, and I'll mention that in the next video. But it was always restriction of carbs or clean carbs. There was never, potato chips or pretzels at night, or eating tons of ice cream or eating out. People that were in the gym were shredded year round. Okay, again, low dosages, ate clean, food was better back then. And I do admit, there's a problem now. I mean, a lot of kids nowadays have man boobs for bad genetics, bad food, not exercising or exercising differently. So, I hope that helps. Last point is, I would not take an anti-estrogen, whether it's from your buddy's gym bag at the gym, or you're buying it from me over the counter. Now, over the counter ones, they're not really that powerful. Like, it really can't hurt you if you take, a few pills a day here and there or whatever. But I would not be messing with your estrogen. First off, you're wasting money popping pills, which whether they're legit or not, if your estrogen is not even high. Now, yeah, I'm sure if you feel your bitch tits or you think you have high estrogen, you can probably just take them. But again, another link here in a few seconds. Blood work. Get blood work. Why take an anti-estrogen if your estrogen is not high? Make sure you're eating clean. So, I hope that helps. I try to keep this short as always. Thanks.